Good morning. My name is Betsy Spencer, and I'm the Director of Neighborhood Housing and Community Development Office. And I'm here this morning to provide you with the financial forecast for our department for fiscal year 14. The mission of the Neighborhood Housing and Community Development Department is to provide a variety of public service, community development, and housing assistance programs for low-income and very low-income households in Austin. Our budget this year is a total of roughly $15 million with 52 full-time employees to provide these much-needed services to the city of Austin. This last year, one of our key dashboard indicators was the number of households served. This last year, we successfully served a little over 6,400 households in the city of Austin. 61% of the families served earned an income of 30% and below of the median family income. Almost 90% of all the households served were at 50% and below median family income. 75% of all persons served were minorities, 20% of the population served were elderly, and 12% were disabled. Some of our key programs that the department provides include a variety of housing developer assistance, homeowner assistance, and community development services. This slide shows you some of the program performance. The Rental Housing Developer Assistance Program is a program that leverages private dollars to create and retain affordable rental units in Austin. The Acquisition and Development Program likewise leverages private investment to create and retain affordable homeownership units in Austin for low-income families. The Go Repair program has been a very successful, cost-effective way to provide minor home repair to seniors living in their homes. This program provides them the opportunity to stay in their homes, which has proved to be a very successful program. The Lead Hazard Control Program actually mitigates the hazards of lead-based paint in homes for low-income families. Some of our community development assistance programs include short-term supportive housing, homeless essential services, and child care services, all for low and moderate income families. The budget forecast for fiscal year 14 includes a reduction in requirements of roughly $900,000. This is in large part due to some standard cost drivers, an increase in cost drivers which include health insurance cost, fuel and fleet maintenance, and workers' compensation. The largest part of the reduction in requirements, though, is due to the loss of federal funding that has been anticipated by the federal government. This slide documents the continued decrease of support from the federal government for the last 3 years. This slide shows for us the federal funding decrease of two very significant entitlement grants that the department has administered for a long time, the Community Development Block Grant Funds and the Home Investment Partnership Funds. With the result of sequestration and the anticipated cut in fiscal year 14, the department will have suffered a loss of $4 million of federal funds that are targeted specifically for low and moderate income families in Austin. This slide demonstrates the potential cut to core services with the anticipated cuts in this Community Development Block Grant or CDBG funding. Some of our core services include child care services, senior services, youth support services, tenant rights assistant, architectural barrier removal programs, emergency home repair, micro enterprise technical assistance, and community development bank. This slide does not demonstrate this is how the cuts will be applied. It is merely an illustration of the potential impact should this be the recommendation. This next slide shows for you the potential cuts again in the Home Investment Partnership funding programs. Again, very core services, all for low-income families, to include tenant-based rental assistance, homeowner rehabilitation loan program, and down payment assistance program. The revenue forecast for fiscal year 14 demonstrates a slight decrease of roughly $100,000. Again, this is due to the anticipated grant reduction from sequestration, 5% for CDBG and home. This is offset, though, however, by an increase to the department budget of general fund dollars and a slight increase to the Housing Trust Fund, again for a net decrease of roughly $100,000. Two of our priority unmet service demands include obviously the grant support to core services due to sequestration. Another key demand is the need to provide an evaluation for program effectiveness of the permanent supportive housing. Since 2009, the department has actively been working to increase the number of permanent supportive housing units in Austin, Texas for the chronically homeless. We have a clear need to evaluate the program effectiveness. Other communities have been able to demonstrate the cost effectiveness of the program, and we have a need to increase that effectiveness. Some of the capital projects that are currently underway, the Austin Housing Finance Corporation has partnered with the Anderson CDC to construct 24 new affordable rental units for households earning less than 50% of the median family income. This project is due for completion in the fall. Likewise, LifeWorks hosted a groundbreaking in April for 45 new rental units affordable for individuals at 50% and below. This housing, combined with other services, will provide a foundation for self-sufficiency and success. The LifeWorks project also has 20 units of permanent supportive housing. Several single-family residential projects that are currently underway. The Austin Housing Finance Corporation is completing the renovation and reconstruction of 7 homes in the Juniper Olive District. Construction is expected to be complete this month, with sales to low-income families due by the end of the year. The city has also partnered with the Austin Habitat for Humanity to build 43 single-family homes in the Devonshire Village. Construction is complete and sales will continue throughout the end of the year. Other housing capital needs. The department has successfully deployed and administered the $55 million allocation from the 2006 bond election. There are no additional bond funds available. The need for affordable rental and ownership units continue to grow. The rate of poverty in Austin continues to rise, as does the cost of housing, rental and ownership. Homelessness in Austin continues to be an issue, with an estimated 2,300 Austinites needing shelter each and every night. The need for permanent supportive housing with wraparound services continues to be of great concern. The unmet cost needs for this investment is roughly $11 million per year. With the $55 million bond allocation, the department was able to create almost 2,600 units of affordable rental and ownership housing. The average cost investment is $23,000 per unit. In order to keep pace with the demand and the expectation for housing, the department has a capital need of $11 million. We are available for any questions that you may have. Thank you very much.